Hello, I'd like to talk to you about the Bell Middle School Math Pathways with the 2-year advanced focus. On the screen, you can see the 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. Already posted is the traditional pathway and the 1-year advanced pathway. Before we look at the 2-year advanced pathway, I want to talk about this document known as CAP. What CAP is something that Jeffco has created for a K-12 curriculum that was written to allow a sequential learning progression across all grade levels. It is a powerful tool which supports us teachers in addressing the rigor of the Colorado and Common Core standards through the rigorous instruction and assessments. The CAP documents ensure that students are taught the same concepts at the same time, regardless of schools or teachers. It also allows the teachers to provide the same rigorous content and instruction for all students. The CAP documents provide us with a learning progression that's weakened when students skip a grade level of math, and that's what I'd like to focus on right now with the 2-year advanced focus. So CAPs are written, for example, if you have Math 7, you would go to Math 8 and then Algebra. In terms of CAP documents, this is the natural sequential flow into the next grade levels. For a 2-year advanced pathway, your student would be coming in 6th grade taking a Math 7. The Math 7 then could lead into Algebra. Based off of a successful course completion, your students' test scores, and teacher recommendations, there's the option to take Algebra then as a 7th grader. Here's that idea about CAP. The natural progression would take from Math 7 into Math 8. Your child then would be jumping into Algebra, and so with their teacher's support, they would need to fill in the missing content along with the rigorous algebra content in that same year. And so this is why, to understand the idea of CAP, is that in a 2-year advanced focus, your child would essentially be doing 2 years of math in one. After a successful completion of algebra, your student would then move on to geometry in 8th grade. I'm going to talk about the state testing then that's going to apply starting in 2014 and 2015. The new state testing is called CMAS. In the past, your student has been able to take the grade level test regardless of the current content class. For example, if you are in algebra in 7th grade, you would be taking the Math 7 in 7th grade. If you are in advanced 6th grade class, you'd be taking the Math 6. If you are in algebra in 8th grade, you'd be taking Math 8. You would take the current traditional pathway test in that grade level. Starting this year, in 2014, 2015, and beyond, in 8th grade, they're going to allow you to take the current content class test. This is great news. It applies especially to those kids who are 1-year advanced pathway. So if you're in algebra in 8th grade, you would be taking the Algebra CMAS test. This does not apply to 7th or 6th grade. As of right now, those students would currently still be taking grade level tests regardless of whatever content class they are in. Beginning in 8th grade, however, they will be offering algebra to 8th graders if you're in that content. Here's the kicker. For a 2-year advanced student, geometry will not be offered at the 8th grade level. Meaning then, if your child is in geometry, they would be able to take the algebra test in 8th grade. However, they would have taken algebra previously in 7th grade, and so they would have to recall the information on the test during their 8th grade year on the state test. If you are looking at this 2-year advanced 2-year advanced pathway, this is for a select group of students, and again, based off of test scores, teacher recommendation, this is where we place our students on that pathway.